Good evening. This is Damian Robinson, your technology e-news anchor. And tonight I just wanted to share with you some cautionary tales of some things that happened with our colleagues in education. First of all, I just want to tell you that with this first story, I'm not judging. It's her personal life. It's her private life. But a teacher, a seventh grade teacher in Staten Island by the name of Lauren Miranda was fired because some topless photos that apparently she sent to a guy she was dating a couple years ago. They surfaced in the school that she was teaching, and some kids, some boys had gotten access to them, and she was fired. And the principal said that she failed to take adequate precautionary measures. And again, it's not to judge her. Or she and her then boyfriend, also this boyfriend happened to be a teacher in the district. Not to judge what they were doing, but and you do have to take precaution when you are dealing with social media and phones and in this day and age and technology. And you have to be very careful of what you post and what you send. She is fighting her firing, and I know she said that if a man's nipples were exposed, he would still have his job. So that is the truth. There's another firing. This is, I would say, a worse judgment. This teacher sent a text about one of her students, and instead of sending it to a colleague or a friend, she ended up sending this text to the mother of the child she was talking about. And she said, "This little MFer is crying like a baby for mommy because he wants to go home. OMG, I just want to OMG pull all my hair out." And again, she accidentally sent that to her mother. And first of all, I would say don't talk about any student like that. And also, just everybody has sent texts to the wrong person. At various times, I've sent some texts. I sent a text just a couple weeks ago that was very private from me to my fiance to her sister, and that was pretty embarrassing. So you have to be extra cautious, and I would suggest if the person should have had, or anybody should have, a separate way to communicate with parents as opposed to your private phone. And lastly, there's a case here in my good old hometown of Johnstown, Pennsylvania, where the school board president made some flippant remarks on her Facebook page. There is a spot, a bridge, where people go to kill themselves. If you wanna, it's sort of like how people jump off the Brooklyn Bridge. This bridge is called the McNally Bridge, and there's quite a bit of suicides that take place. And when you drive by and you see a car parked there, people start dialing 911 and pulling over, and just basically trying to make sure that everything is okay. And this school board president of my alma mater, Greater Johnstown High, said that the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation is considering adding 10 feet of fencing to this particular bridge to make it harder for people to actually commit suicide. And the president said, "So I drove past the McNally Bridge and was wondering, with the extra 10 feet of fence that they would put on, could one get a higher degree of difficulty on the jump on the way down? So like you can get at least 2 more somersaults and maybe an extra flip." So some citizens tried to have her removed. They filed a civil action, and the judge here, Linda Fleming, said that it was insensitive and unpopular. However, she would not have to be removed. So, again, just I'm sure she was joking, but that too many people. I mean, suicide is a serious issue, and way too many people have passed. I mean, it's just like a local place where people go. So we all know someone who has jumped off that bridge, and it was a terrible thing to say online. It was a terrible thing to say, let alone a terrible thing for a school board president to say and post on her Facebook page. So I would suggest not to say anything like that. And again, don't put it on your Facebook post because that is it's horrendously insensitive. Well, thank you all for listening. I hope you heed this advice and have a good day.